Okay, Dragon Ball may not be known for its many intelligent characters, but I'm sure most of us would think twice before throwing a senzu bean to someone who plans to kill us all and destroy our planet. And unfortunately, Goku's senzu bean moment is just the tip of the iceberg. Some of the decisions we're going to talk about in this video will literally make you want to slam your head against the wall. Yeah, it's that bad. Today, we are presenting the 22 worst decisions ever taken in Dragon Ball. For example, why did Goku respond to Frieza's request by giving him some of his energy back when Namek was about to explode? Keep in mind that this man, Frieza, had just made Krillin self-implode only a few minutes ago. It was literally the reason that caused Goku to transform into a Super Saiyan in the first place, right? And it's not like Goku forgot, because when Frieza asks him for help, he calls him out on his nonsense. But even so, Frieza was responsible for the death of his parents and the destruction of his planet. Even though Frieza was responsible for endless felonies all across the universe, even though Frieza killed countless Namekians, even though Frieza shot Vegeta dead right in front of him, and even though Frieza blew up Goku's best friend right in front of him, even after all of that, Goku somehow gave in and lent some of his energy to him. Just brilliant. Goku was a bit weaker, then this decision would have literally wiped out the entire human species. Now, this was just a warm-up. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep going. And we are just getting started. You see, when Goku gives Frieza his energy, he also tells Frieza to use it wisely. But the guy's brain simply couldn't comprehend that someone can be as simple and compassionate as Goku. Even after he's the one who asked Goku for help, he still thinks that he's being mocked. And to be honest, the English dub does make Goku sound condescending. But does any of that really matter? You are literally on your last bit of life juice. You're gonna get blown away together with the planet, but out of sheer pity, your opponent gives you enough energy for you to escape, and what do? You attack your opponent with that energy. Seriously. I know Frieza calls Saiyans monkeys.
Hello, monkeys!
But this was surely not something someone that is much smarter than monkeys would do. I mean, yeah, he does survive, but still, I mean, in reality, this was not as bad of a decision as what we have here at number 3. After Trunks kills both Frieza and his Big Daddy, he explains everything to Goku. How Goku dies because of his heart virus, and how everyone else is killed by the androids. He also gives him some heart medicine so that he can cure the virus. He leaves them, and then Bulma has the bright idea of destroying Dr. Gero's lab right now. She also adds that even if they can't find it, they could just use the Dragon Balls to ask the dragon about the lab's location. But no! Vegeta literally threatens her, and even Goku doesn't back her on this. And everyone just collectively agrees to not do something about a threat that basically destroyed everything in future Trunks' timeline. It really makes you wonder if the Z-Fighters have an actual fighting addiction. Yeah, I know. The Z-Fighters, and more specifically the Saiyans, are literally born to fight. That's literally who they are, and that's what makes them so strong. But having said that, who is stronger, Goku or Saitama? Well, let's ask a few anime characters to see what they think. Who is stronger, you or Saitama?
Me, of course.
Who is stronger, you or Goku?
Goku. Ha, he would stand no chance against me.
Well, I think the best way to find the answer to this question is to ask more anime characters what they think. But since I know you'll want to ask specific characters for this, I'll leave this one to you once you download Talkie AI. Let's chat a bit with Krillin next. So how many times have you died so far? 100? Or is it more?
I've lost count.
Now, I'm not even joking. The possibilities with this app are endless. All you need to do is use my link in the description down below to download Talkie AI and ask your favorite anime characters whatever questions you want. Whether it's to have a casual conversation, or you want to have fun, or even talk to your favorite waifus. Talkie AI makes all of these a reality, and not just through texts, but literally through live calls with them. You speak, and the characters reply to you. Goku, Vegeta, Luffy, Naruto, the list goes on and on. The best part, it's absolutely free of charge. Whether you're into imaginative roleplay, or simply wish to interact with the most realistic Goku AI out there, Talkie AI does the trick. And yet, that's not all. Talkie AI allows you to build your very own AI, customize everything from appearance to voice to how it thinks and how it replies to you. It's fun, engaging, and quite honestly, what more could you ask for? It literally brings your favorite anime characters to reality. As an anime fan, that's a dream come true. Use my link in the description down below and download Talkie AI today. But now, let's get back to our video. But let's give Goku and the other Z-Fighters the benefit of the doubt. Okay, they want to try their strength against the overwhelming might of the androids, but come on, Goku, at least take the medicine. Not taking the medicine just because you didn't feel like it is downright insanity. Yes, Goku didn't take the medicine, and that's why he had a literal heart attack while fighting Android 19. And what do you think was his reason for not taking the medicine? Did he simply forget? No, the reason is actually far worse. You see, Goku wanted to face the androids fair and square. He thought that curing the heart virus would give him an advantage. He wanted to overcome the virus by pure strength of will. I mean, my guy Goku, these are not steroids. Just take your medicine, brother. Now, sometimes Goku's actions can make even Vegeta seem reasonable, but not always. Let's not forget that one time when the prince royally messed up. When was that? You see, we're talking about when he followed semi-perfect Cell to absorb Android 18 and become perfect Cell. Future Trunks was basically writhing in pain as Vegeta gave Cell the green light to go and absorb 18. What makes it even worse is that when Trunks himself tries to stop Cell, he gets kicked out of the way by Vegeta. Seriously, both Goku and Vegeta are the perfect plot conveniences. You can always count on them to go with the absolute worst option and really mess things up for everyone. It was foolish to count on Vegeta anyway, right? It was supposed to be Krillin's job to destroy 18 after all, but no, he destroys the remote instead. He recalls that one kiss 18 gave him on the cheek and then just instinctively destroys the remote. I mean, what was bro thinking? I mean, yes, we know what bro was thinking, but come on, man. There are levels to how big of a simp you can be. Why would you do that for a girl you barely knew? After all he knew about her was that she and her mechanical brother destroyed everyone and everything in the future. But sure, a girl that brutally destroys planets and kills everyone does sound like wife material, right? And although both Vegeta and Krillin deserve all the scolding for messing things up, why was 18 herself acting like such an NPC? When Krillin destroyed the remote, she should have escaped right away. It would have made Vegeta and Krillin's stupidity irrelevant. Instead, she starts getting curious about why Krillin destroyed the remote. It's hard to believe, but Krillin's insane pickup line somehow worked, to the point that 18 was so shocked to even move. Next up, we have when Mr. Hercule Satan unironically challenges Cell during the Cell games. This is the kind of thing that really makes you wonder sometimes. I mean, okay, let's give Mr. Satan the benefit of the doubt here. He was the world champion, and he just didn't know any better. Oh, what the heck. Of course he knew better than that. Let's not forget that Cell was decimating entire cities left and right. He had a confrontation with the army as well. Why did he think that he can handle someone that not even the army could handle? We make fun of Vegeta for believing his own hype. I am the hype! But the one who was truly blinded by his hype was actually Mr. Satan. Alright, fast forward to when even Goku gives up against Cell. We have the iconic scene where he throws Cell a senzu bean right as Gohan is about to step in for him. I've actually got like no words for this. Let's give the biggest threat humanity has ever faced the biggest help we can, so that he actually kills us all and gets it over with, right? Yeah, I get it. That's just how Goku really is. He wants to have fair fights and even enjoys going all out, but still, you can't convince me this was a clever idea. But sure, let's just roll with it. Everyone gets beaten to a pulp, Android 16 is destroyed when he tries to sacrifice himself, and Gohan ultimately transforms into Super Saiyan 2 one way or another. This brings us to the next awful decision. Why did Gohan start wasting time and didn't immediately kill Cell? After that ultimate Kamehameha, even Goku himself was telling him to just get it over with. And even more than that, this actually happens twice. Gohan does the same thing when he unlocks his ultimate form and fights Super Boo. In both cases, he gets a little cocky right after getting a huge power-up, and in this case, his cockiness is what costs him his father's life. Up next, let's talk about Cell that was driven into a corner. He vomits out 18 and decides to go with a kamikaze attempt. Of course, Goku's quick on his feet, and he knows he could just use instant transmission to get the bomb out of Earth. But why the heck did he choose King Kai's planet? He had enough time to properly say goodbye to his son and his friends, so why didn't he just use that time to choose a better location? I'm pretty sure he didn't have any personal vendetta against King Kai, but then again, nobody ever revived the king either. For real though, King Kai may have gotten a worse Yamcha treatment than Yamcha himself. Alright, moving on to the Majin Buu saga. It's like both Goku and Vegeta were in some secret competition to see which one of them makes more horrible decisions. At number 12, we have Vegeta allowing himself to be used by Babidi just because it'd give him a chance to have a proper fight with Goku. And honestly, the worst part about this is how Vegeta thought that he'd need the extra Majin energy. It's truly the perfect example of the duality of a man. On one hand, Vegeta's so reckless and prideful that he's willing to put everyone in danger just to have a fight with Goku. But on the other hand, he ignores his pride and lets himself become Babidi's pawn just to get a little bit stronger. Just what the heck is Vegeta's pride anyway? If it weren't for the iconic sacrifice he made, the Vegeta fandom wouldn't have survived after what went down in that arc. And don't even get me started on how Goku didn't use Super Saiyan 3 during that fight. Think about it. If Goku had used Super Saiyan 3, he could have defeated Majin Vegeta and taken care of Dabura within a minute. He could have put everything to a halt right then and there. Yeah, sure, you could argue that Goku didn't want to run out of time, but was he even aware of the stipulation at that point in time? Ultimately, he gets into a prolonged battle with Majin Vegeta, which inevitably results in the revival of Majin Buu. It's like the Supreme Kai was the only one who had Earth's best interest in mind. But okay, let's give Goku the benefit of the doubt as well. The problem is that he doesn't take it seriously even when he actually uses Super Saiyan 3 against Majin Buu. He may have gotten the job done, and he could have taken care of Majin Buu for good, but nope, he'd rather leave it to kids like he did back during the Cell games. Still, it's cool that he was investing in the future, but we all know how quickly both Goten and Trunks lost their relevance. It's a genuine shame how quickly they were sidelined even after getting the spotlight. No worries, Gohan is there to reclaim his role as Goku's successor. When Gohan attains his ultimate form thanks to Old Kai, he makes Boo look like a joke. But then again, he was too cocky. He shouldn't have given Boo any room to breathe. But because he was too cocky, Boo managed to absorb both Gotenks and Piccolo. However, that's not even nearly as bad as failing to catch the Potara earring from Goku. You're telling me that Gohan is basically a literal god that can destroy entire planets with how strong he became, and yet he can't catch a simple accessory? If this happened in 2024, the fandom would absolutely destroy Gohan with all the fraud allegations thrown at him. Luckily, the situation turned out all right. Vegeta entered the chat, and Vegito happened. But although the decision to let themselves be willingly absorbed was already questionable, things are still all right until Vegeta destroys his Potara earring. They are literally inside Boo when he does that. No concept of danger or urgency whatsoever. No wonder even Goku was stunned by Vegeta's actions. Finally, we have the last one of all the horrible decisions that were made during the Boo saga, and this one is about how they didn't bring Gohan to the sacred world of Kai. I thought Goku wanted to hand the banner to the next generation, so why did he go with Vegeta's Spirit Bomb plan? If they had brought Gohan and Gotenks to the sacred world of Kai, they could have easily defeated Kid Boo, but it's genuinely insane how often Goku forgets his own ideas. He let things get worse and worse because he wanted the future generation to take care of Boo, but then when everything hits the fan, it's his Spirit Bomb that gets the job done. Yeah, both Goku and Vegeta were truly in a competition to see which one of them makes more horrible decisions. Goku shouldn't have gone with the same old Spirit Bomb plan. He should have used instant transmission to bring the other Saiyans to the sacred world of the Kais instead. Alright, next we have some decisions from Dragon Ball Super, and well, let's just say these can give some serious competition to the average awful decision of Dragon Ball Z, starting with Resurrection of F. The way Gohan was nerfed so hard needs to be studied. Of course, nobody was looking forward to him suddenly unlocking a transformation even stronger than Super Saiyan God and then one-shotting Frieza, but he should have at least retained some semblance of dignity, right? His decision to not train after the Boo saga caused Piccolo's death. Honestly, he was treated worse than how Vegeta was treated during the OG Frieza saga. Then there was Beerus' decision to actually bring Monaka to the Tournament of Destroyers. His lies about Monaka being the strongest mortal do sort of make some sense, but you really can't defend his decision to bring Monaka to the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. Goku straight up forfeited his match against Hit because he thought that Monaka would handle things. If Hit hadn't done the same, all the Z fighters would have ended up as residents of Universe 6. Moving on to the future Trunks saga, Goku not killing Black right away was another mistake, because why would anyone underestimate their own potential? It is still understandable because both Goku and Vegeta wanted to take their time, but they should have gotten the hint after Goku Black started getting those insane Zenkai boosts. They let things drag on, and it all ultimately led to the complete elimination of Trunks' timeline. And well, that wasn't very fun now, was it? There's also that episode where Goku hired Hit to do a hit on him, but that's the kind of decision you can excuse. Unlike the usual, he was only putting his own life on the line, so it wasn't nearly as bad as when he went to the Omni Kings and ended up creating a situation where 7 universes would get erased. Honestly, it's a good thing that the story later told us how the Omni Kings were planning on eradicating those universes anyway, because if this retcon never happened, there would have been no headcanon whatsoever that could have justified Goku's recklessness. Beerus had already warned him before he visited Xeno. His actions were so reckless that the word reckless isn't even able to fully describe them. Alright, we're down to the last one, and this one truly takes the cake. We're talking about when Goku gave Moro a senzu bean and asked the guy to just go back to jail like a good boy. What does Moro do? As soon as he eats the senzu bean, he attacks Goku right away. And guess what? Goku powers down to his base form and once again asks Moro if he'd go back to jail. Like, this happens right after the magician had already betrayed Goku's trust. This is like if the giving Frieza energy and the giving Cell senzu bean moments were combined into one insanely terrible choice. And what makes it even worse is how Goku is still making the same decisions even decades after making those first mistakes. He has truly learned nothing. Click on this video next, where we present 25 moments that became memes in the world of Dragon Ball. Go on, check it out!